Now I will show you how to create same kind of instances that we have already shown to you, how to create an instance in AWS. The similar kind of instances that we can create in Microsoft Azure also, but Microsoft Azure has more flexibility of creating the virtual servers on Microsoft, because that is the Microsoft product is already there. So we can create the Microsoft server also apart from the Linux server. Let us see how to create this one, and it is little bit easier than the AWS, because in case of AWS you have to create the key pair to connect the server through SSH. So first of all I have to log in to my Microsoft account, and you have to keep it in mind. One thing is that for creating one Microsoft Azure account you need a credit card, and you will get 1 month free subscription with the $200 or 13,300 rupees as a credit voucher to create several instances, but you need one credit card details. Now this is my Microsoft Azure dashboard, and you in the left hand side you can find out that one instance is already created. Okay, so if you click on that instance, it will show the entire instance's size in the right hand side panel, and it is also showing that how much credit I have in my free trial subscription amount, that is 12,472 rupees. And in that instance it is also showing that how much CPU utilization has been done. For the CPU average utilization is only 0%, and the network input and output is also 0%. It is showing the data for the last 1 hour, so you can have the periodic data either for the 6 hours, 12 hours, 1 day, 7 days, like this. And also you can find out that where your server is created, that is East Asia data center it is created, and the current status of your server is that the server is stopped, and I am right now in the free trial subscription period. And what is the server name? That is second instance, and operating system is Windows. And I have created only one micro server, that is B1 micro server, that is one virtual CPU with 2 GB memory, and one public IP address is given to me, and virtual network name is this one, is one default virtual name, and network has been created. Now let us see how to create a new instance for this one. So I have to click on the plus sign, now here it will show me all the supported instances over here. Now I have already one virtual machine is there, it is showing. Now I want to add another virtual machine. Now what kind of server you want to create? As Windows server is a Microsoft product, so it will show you the first one, that is that Microsoft server product. It will show first, as you have already seen that in case of Amazon AWS they always try to publicize that Amazon Linux, and that is in the first in the list. So apart from this, you have the option to create a server in Red Hat or Ubuntu server or SQL Server 2017, or you can get the already built virtual machine images, that is Quest or Pivotal, Cloud Foundry, Aqua Container. So these things you have to explore one by one, and if you click on more option, then you will get the entire details of the inbuilt packages. These are named in case of AWS as Amazon Machine Image, and these are basically the virtual appliances, and what type of operating systems you need, and what type of solution template you want as an inbuilt, as AWS is basically SaaS and PaaS service provider, and what type of infrastructure that you want to create as a SaaS service. That means if you want to create one web server, that case whether you require inbuilt LAMP servers or not, or whether you need the desktop virtualization tool solutions like that is given by say Citrix or not. So all the options are available. So let us create a Windows server, which is the most popular one. Now which Windows server you want to create, that is Windows Server 2016 data center or Windows Server version 79. 79 means that is released in September 2017. So let us create the Windows Server that is 2012 Service Pack 2. I am choosing the option Classic. Now let us give the name of the server, that is third instance. Already I have created 2 more instances, so this name is third instance. Username, you have to give username and password. So it is showing some error. That means the value of the password must be between 12 to 123 characters. So for security purpose they have increased the password length. Now I am taking this under the free trial category. Now I am creating one existing resource group. Actually you have to create one resource group if more than one person want to access this server. That case also you can create the security policies or the access policies also. That means whether you want to give only read only permission or read write permission, what else. So I am creating the new security group, that Sajal third instance, and which data center location you want. Better to take the data center which is geographically located nearer to you. So the central India may be one of the best location for to reduce the access latency of your virtual server. Now look at here that whatever with the servers you have, you have to take you cannot get the free category systems. So if you go for 1 core and 3.5 GB and 4 disk, that case the approximate cost is 6,392. That is the estimated cost, and if you go for 2 core and 8 GB, that case 9,600. So let us go for the basic one. Now another thing also that has a flexibility in Microsoft Azure, rather than 3 different types of storage capacity like S3, EBS and EFS, here 2 types of storage capacity is there. Either you can go for the premium SSD storage or a standard hard disk space that we have, the normal disk normal block size disk space. So it is advisable if you go for the Windows Server 2012, to that case you should go for that premium SSD, but it is chargeable. And you can go for the cloud service domain name, it will take its default value. Otherwise you can create one customized name also, and for the server also you can go for the default one, or you can give your own subnet name. And the private IP address, that is dynamic, virtual, private, is whatever with the default value is there. I am keeping all those values same. And for monitoring you can enable it, but enable option is chargeable, so I am not going for the enabling option. And if you want to diagnose your OS every time, that case also you can have that enable option. So I am keeping it disable, not to increase my billing amount. So it is now showing the entire details: free trial, subscription, Central India, third instance, and standard DS1 virtual disk type premium SSD, and it is disabled. So I am clicking it as OK. Now you have to think one thing. Another thing is also that whatever 6,000 billing they have shown, it includes the license of that particular server. That means as I have not given the any existing license that we have, so it is considering that I don't have any license, so it will include 1 month license of Windows Server 2012 that is already included in this billing amount of 6,892. Now the virtual machine is getting created, and in the same manner, if you want to access this one through the third party SSH, or you can access it through HTTP or HTTPS, whatever it may be, you have to create one key pair, and you have to give that key in PuTTY in the same manner that we have done in case of AWS. And billing management also. For billing management, they have taken the help of one third party software that is called Cloudin. In Cloudin, we have the flexibility to check the billing amount of whatever servers are getting created. So here you will find out that for Microsoft Azure account, how many servers I have it is running in my account. Not only that, if I have multiple servers in multiple cloud service providers like AWS or Google Cloud Engine or Microsoft Azure, you can get one consolidated billing or the consolidated monitoring of your usage and billing section from this one Windows system. So what you have to do, that you have to create one ARN role name in case of AWS, so that AWS accounts can have a control of third party access, that is Cloudin cloud billing server, so that it can get your total access of how much utilization has been done with your Microsoft Azure account also. So let us see that whether this account is created or not. It takes some time. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. By this time, let us see that how to create this AWS as well as Microsoft Azure account and integrate this to get one integrated billing and usage solution through Cloudin. So in case of AWS, if you want to create one if you want to add your account, AWS account with this account, what you need, that you have to give your account name. So from where you will get your account name, just go to your account. Let us show it from AWS from the beginning. That is why I am logging in out my AWS account, and then again log in my account. Let us see that whether the server is created or not. No, it is under process. Now I am logging into my AWS account. Okay, to get my account details, go to your account and then my security credential. Now go to account identifiers and you will get this AWS account ID from here. Okay, just copy this one, put it in your account name. Now either you can go for IAM role or IAM user. In case of IAM role, if you have multiple numbers of users and controlling the same account, in that case you should go for IAM role. But as I have a single user account, so I should go for IAM user. So if I go for that IAM user, I have to give the access key and the secret key of my account. So to get the access key or the secret key from my account, in that case I have to go to the user. So already I have one user I have created. So if I want to create another user, suppose so I am giving this so this is the username and I want the access key or the secret access key for this one. Now I have to create one user group also. Now I am creating one user group. So what type of policies you want to adopt? That means I want to give the full access to this particular group. I think some validation problem occurred. Let us see that I have to create the policy also. So let us create one policy also. The policy is that it should be AWS EC2 instance creation policy. So I am adding this one. Now I am creating this group. Let us see that what is the problem happens over here. Add a user group, then I am creating one group. I have to first create one policy. And the group name is Sajal second group name. Okay, next review. Now user is being created, and after the creation of the user they will give you one access key. So this is the access key that I need. So I have to put that access key over here, as well as I have to put the secret access key. So I am copying that secret access key, and if I put it over here, then it will be created and it will give me the entire access of your AWS account. So it cannot authenticate the credential against AWS. Why? Because already with that account name I have created one access key and security key, and already I have created one group also to validate the billing usage and etc. That is why it cannot be created for the second one options. But you have seen, if you are a first time user and if you are a first time authenticating against your account name, that case you will not face this error. So hope you have understood this one. So let us, whatever the second one I have created, I have to delete this one, otherwise it will create one jeopardy between the first one and the second one. So what I have to do, I have to go to my account, then IAM console, so here two users they are showing, so I have to delete any one of the user. So let us delete the Sajal Bill 2 that I have created for your understanding. So my job is done, that only one account remains, that is connected with this Cloudin account, and this one will be for the Microsoft Azure account creation, that will be directly connected with your account, and it will show you the entire billing, though this service is also free for 1 month only, otherwise you have to upgrade it for the premium one. So now let us see by this time whether my account is created or not. Let us go to the dashboard and check. So my third instance is getting created. So hope you have understood this one. So if you have any query, then you can send me one mail. So for the time being, bye.